Good afternoon, good evening, good Zinta, good y'all, whatever it may be where you are. I'm not sports cards. Hope you're doing well. On this episode, I'm going to do something that I used to do all the time and people seem to enjoy. It's called making moves in non sports cards. It's like what I'm buying and selling, why I'm buying it, why I'm selling it. Usually give a lot of good inside information. I'll go a little bit into, how I've been buying in different places and selling in different places. You know, tons and tons of cards to go through. Over 100 non-sports cards I bought in this time. So hit the music.
Welcome to Not Sports Cards. World's greatest
non-sports content creator. Who plays Spider-Man? Harry Potter
Rating is a scam. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show. Jam.
Not sports
cards. All right. Yeah, we'll play the music in the background. Yeah, so, all right. I have not done one of these videos in probably 2 or 3 months. One of the main reasons is that I stopped wanting to tell you guys what I'm buying because you guys buy it. I compete with you for it, which is a very complicated part of collecting for me, which is I love to share what I'm collecting, but when I do, I'm not trying to say like I have any sort of influence on the market, but there are a few people who are like, damn, that's a good idea. I'm going to go buy that card. They do a save search and then they beat me to it, which isn't a lot of fun. And then on top of that, I was doing, I did an adventure and mystery packs over on Whatnot, which I'll do an episode on at some point. So I was selling over there, and some of that is like, I don't want to show you guys everything I'm paying for everything if I'm selling it over there, which I don't know. Is that a good idea? Is that a bad idea? But I'm not. I'll go back to selling on Whatnot every once in a while, but it's a lot of work. And but eBay has really slowed down from a selling perspective. eBay's really slowed down. I had a really nice summer selling cards, but then the fall has been tragically slow. Recently, I've sold some stuff, so I've definitely moved enough cards to pay for everything we're about to see. So we'll do it in reverse order here, because it's just easier to do. All right. So the funny part is that you're going to see a theme here, which is I've basically given up buying anything other than serial numbered cards. In general, my moves right now is if you follow my channel for a while, again, I will tell you, if you're watching this, subscribe. For every new subscriber I get, I am forced to do a video. So you're putting me in the torture chamber. You get content. I have to do work. So subscribe right now. I've been mauling out short videos. But where the hell was I? All right. Something about selling cards, right? I have no fucking idea. No, I'm, if you've been following for a while, I think the market has overestimated the value of grading. Doesn't mean grading's bad or whatever. It just means it's overvalued. So I haven't been buying a ton of graded cards unless they were for Whatnot. You're going to see a lot of purchases in here that I was like, this is too cheap. Great for a mystery pack. That, we may eventually see in a mystery pack. And also had some PSA orders. You can check those out on videos that I've done. Had some success, had some failures. So in the past, like here we go, right up, we have this 2010 Iron Man 2 insert set. This has got one of the Black Widow rookies in it. I just bought 2 of these sets for, I think, $36 Canadian ship, but it's like 27 US. I just sold a PSA 8 of the Black Widow for $48. Not a huge sale, but I have a habit of like, hey, I don't like the grade, sell the card, buy a couple more, grade them, and we move on. So this is but I'm not doing a ton of that anymore because in truth, not a lot of those cards are selling. Hey, the world's a little bit different. Bitcoin may save the card world. We don't know. As I say this right now, Bitcoin's at $97,000. That sounds like an absurd thing to just have roll off your mouth. But I think there are a lot of people who speculated in crypto and speculated in cards. I think that's having some impact. So I am seeing some more sales. But yeah, the other thing I'd say is that as the market has been slow, there have been cards popping up that you don't usually see. I think shaking loose some people's collections. I'll say a little bit of it happens with me too, but not a ton. Where it's like, hey, the normal stuff I sell isn't selling, so I got to break out the good stuff to try to bring in some money. I really kind of only, hey Albert the Bulldog is here. Um, I don't put a lot of fresh money into cards. I mean, I will, but not like randomly. What's up, Albert? You want to complain? Yeah, I think you should complain. Um, anyway, all right. Speaking of which, so here we have a Rogue One. I love Rogue One. Andor coming out April 22nd. Church versus Stormtroopers. Like, who really cares? Okay, Rogue One mission briefing has only 10 cards from actual Rogue One in it. Only one with Church. This is out of 50, gold. Just in the years I've been collecting, never seen one for sale. Smash buy. I've really been focusing in on collecting. There are things I buy to sell. Like I have a huge belief in the MCU and Marvel. Albert looks like he wants to cause trouble. Very tempted to turn the camera on. Buddy. There he is. That's my guy. Big Al. All right. Anywho, so I'm focusing on buying things that I really don't intend on selling or are long-term speculation for the most part, or for whatnot, buying hit cards that are too cheap and then putting them in packs. Uh-oh, he's in trouble. All right, so I bought this shirt. Super happy to have it. This was up for sale. This is a Rogue One has Series 1, Series 2, Lost Mission Briefing. And this was Series 2, actually I have the card up right here, which is entering the data room. One of my favorite cards. It's Cassian, K2SO, who we know is now going to be in Andor. It's a PSA 10. It's pop 1. I have a couple in a couple raw, but I was like, all right, this had gone up for auction. I was like, I don't need to buy. I was like, okay, try to find one of these. You can't. Uh-oh, Albert's got a toy. I'm coming back. Yeah, try to find one of these cards. Like, it's another thing that I have decided to take on. We'll see how long I last. Of just if it's reasonably priced, serial numbered cards of Cassian from Rogue One, Series 1 or 2, or Mission Briefing, I'm going to buy it, and I'm just going to have them all. And that's just the way it'll be. I don't know. I'd rather do that than try to buy every random Cassian card from High Tech, and I do have some from Finest, and I have some from High Tech, but I'm not going to collect every random Topps Chrome Cassian card. I love Rogue One. I think the set is very hard to find. So bought this. It's in my PSA vault. That's something else I'll add, is that I started using the PSA vault. I hate PSA for the most part, but the vault seems to be a pretty good idea, because if you know, I hate shipping. I don't love taxes either. And if you buy it from the vault, you just put it in your vault, and you don't pay taxes or shipping. So, my total on this was $99.99. Totally cool with it. So it's another benefit. And I've got a handful of stuff in there. You'll see that it went in the vault. All right. So I did try to tell myself lately that I'm going to focus on just Cassian and some Marvel stuff. And then I saw a few cards come up. So 2018 Han Solo. I focus on cards from movies or TV shows, meaning that the box that you bought the pack from says Solo Story, Rogue One, Spider-Man the movie, whatever it may be. I don't buy a lot of collector sets like Topps Chrome or High Tech or Finest. Until recently, where they've been, Topps no longer makes those anymore. Upper Deck still does, but Topps doesn't. So I do collect those, and for a time I'd gotten into collecting Solo Story. Underrated movie. Beginning isn't so great. The ending is real good. But I saw a few come up for sale, and another recurring theme is that I shop late at night, and my in the light of day, my logic and reasoning is different than it is at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning or later, um, depending on whether I've had to take my Ambien yet or not. Who knows? We get out of control. But I saw these solo cards come up, and out of 25, you really don't see come up that often. Han Solo Corellia. This set is a mess because there's too many character cards. $12 for the PSA the out of 25 was fine. Very hard to forget. I don't know why I bought this one for $8. This with Kira, Beckett, and Han for $2 out of 25, way better. Weird thing was I bid $12 on this and I bid $8 on this, and somehow I ended exactly on the number. I don't think it's anything nefarious. It was just weird. And then I'm like, of course I got a good deal. You could never find a Han Solo out of 25 on the internet. And then I saw this one for sale. I was like, oh, fuck, now I got to buy this one too. And this one was listed at $8. $8 best offer. And yeah, it was cheap enough to just fire in an offer for $5, and it was free shipping. So can't beat it. So none of these have arrived yet, but again, I'm going to get 3 out of 25 cards and a solo out of 99, all for, I think, the grand total $35 shipped. Totally cool with it. These fit inside my collection. Hard to find. High IP Han Solo, Amelia Clark. Nothing wrong here. Okay. So another thing we're going to see in here is a trend of, and this is one that I don't really want to talk about, but I do because I cannot help myself. I have good friends who are like, Mike, don't talk about the cards you want to buy because you get pissed off when people buy them. Yeah, I do. Just can't help myself. It's why do I do a YouTube show? I like it. I like entertaining you guys. I enjoy running my mouth, bumping my gums. It's a lot of fun. And part of that, the cost is that you guys, I think, watch or listen because I do have decent information. So where am I leading on this one, right? Okay, so I'll keep it simple. A lot of people try to speculate when it comes to non-sports cards or any kind of cards. And they're like, this is going to happen. Like, hey, this guy's going to be a great player next year. Or they're like, oh, well, what? I hear they're going to make a Saj Ventress into her own show, and I'm going to buy some of Saj Ventress. Or I hear Barasoff is going to be in the next season of Bad Batch, and I'm going to buy some whatever it may be, or Mara Jade, or like there are tons of ways to speculate. Or me, which I'm like, hey, I think eventually, Topps Marvel Chrome is, the prices are outrageous, and I've been into the MCU for a while, and I think that'll eventually come home to roost. But we know that in non-sports cards, Star Wars is king. Star Wars is about half of all non-sports, not counting TCG, but of true non-sports, it's about half of them. And the biggest thing that is about to happen in Star Wars, other than Andor, like you have two basically catalysts. You have Andor, which is coming out next year, and then after that, the first movie that we will have seen in 7 years, potentially the first good movie we'll have seen since Rogue One, is going to be Mando and Grogu. So I've gotten heavy into Mando cards, not just because I think they're going to go up in value. There's two reasons. There are reasons to speculate, lots of reasons to speculate. Oh, I buy this card and I think it's going to go up in price. But the truth is, I'm not buying this card really to sell it. I'm buying it to collect it. I like being early. I like being right. And I want to buy some of these cards before I can afford them, or I think they're at their actual value. I bought you'll see a ton of different Mando cards, but I've identified a few cards that I think are truly important. There are character cards in season 1 of Mandalorian. I'm not a huge autograph guy, but I did buy a couple. And I'm usually a character card guy, which means it's like character. It says Grogu or the child on it, or Mandalorian. For some reason in this set, 2020 Mandalorian, which is kind of on this perfect place of, it really was before the pandemic and the huge skyrocket in printing and print runs and all the bad things that have happened to the hobby. It's in a real good sweet spot. There are two cards in this set in the what you call it, in the scene cards that I just fell in love with as I was buying them. There's Enter the Hunter, which is the #1 card in the set, which is it's the first shot in the show of the Mandalorian, and then you have this card, which is Hoping to Help, which is Grogu's first appearance, the Trial's first appearance on a card. There are, listen, people will be like, oh, there were Tops Now cards. It's not what I collect. I think that shit's garbage for the most part. You love it. Good for you. 31 flavors at the ice cream place. There's actually more than that now. You eat your flavor, I'll eat mine. But the market, for the most part, has said, print on demand has not been huge unless they turn it into a lottery. Like they've tried, but again, I digress. There are earlier Grogu cards. They suck. Don't buy them. They're not serial numbered. As I've mentioned, I've gotten heavy into serial numbered. Essentially 2 ways to make something rare is like either a condition, which is like a PSA 10 1977 Luke Skywalker, or a serial number, which is like a low numbered card. And we've hit a point where there are serial numbering cards to death. Well, that wasn't as true at this point. So in this set, you essentially had of this card, there was out of 50, out of 25, out of 10, and one of one. So what does that add up to? 86 cards. So there are 86 serial numbered cards of Grogu Hoping to Help. Again, I'm a bigger character card, but so I have to admit, when I got deep into Mando a couple months ago, I was like, okay, these are the cards I'm targeting. Enter the Hunter, Hoping to Help, then all the character card serial numbered. And I didn't know how long it would take me to find good copies of them. I've pretty much gotten all of them except IG-11, which I need. And I'm still trying to acquire more. But this was the last card that I need. Popped up on eBay, $75 or best offer. What do? Right? $75 for a card that I really, really want. So I fire an offer for $45. I wait 8 minutes and hit buy it now. I couldn't, I was like, it's $30. Like, I couldn't live with myself if this card disappeared. Because there are a few cards that exact thing has happened. I will say to some of my competing card collectors out there, I fucking hate it when somebody puts an auction up and then you buy it before letting the auction run. I hate it. I hate that. I hate it. Doesn't mean you're wrong. I just hate it because I've had that happen on a couple of cards where people just swooped in, offered a price, and the person takes it down. When they didn't have best offer up, like if it's different, but that's just there's nothing wrong with it. I just hate it because I like the battle. Like, let's fucking see what this card's gonna go for. It's the only way you can truly tell how valuable they are. I know I'm all over the place because a lot of shit has happened, but I bought this and I love this fucking card. It actually came in the mail today. The only thing I don't like is number 13. I'm not a big fan of the number 13, but hey, what are you gonna do? Fantastic card. Go fucking get one. Try it. You can't do it. You just can't. I'm sorry. I know I'm an asshole. All right. What else are we going to find here? I'm like, Mike, you hate graded cards. All right. This is Marion Ravenwood from, sometimes I'm just like, what are you doing, people? Marion Ravenwood from Raiders of the Lost Ark, PSA 7, whatever. Not amazing, but I'm like, it was $1 and I put it in my PSA vault. Bought it. What are you going to do? Mandalorian, this was the Armor Masterwork 2020, which probably came out in 2022. And I was like, it's out of 99. It was $1.25. I did pay $6 in shipping. Whatever. This is a card I'm like, I probably shouldn't have bought. So I am collecting Andor, Rogue One, MCU. Some stuff I don't like. I am very worried about the value of autographs, sticker autographs. I think you should be extremely careful with what you're buying, especially in the higher end. I think the lower end, there's less to go down. This is Brasso. Brasso was a tertiary character in Andor. He's still alive, maybe in it. I bought an out of 25 auto for $17. This is his quote unquote rookie auto. Don't have a problem with it. Like, part of what I do here with making the moves is that like I judge what I did because of course in the moment everything seemed like a good idea or I wouldn't have bought it. And then I like to go back and say, oh, okay, what actually uh you know, what would I do if I could have it to do it over again? Always, it's one of my favorite things to do, actually, to go far back. Go like last year, look at your purchases and go, would you buy this again? Um, yeah. So most of these, we'll see. I don't know. All right. So this card I just bought, and this is Charlie Hunnam, Jax Teller from Son of Anarchy. This would be his rookie auto. Again, this is on card. I'm not an auto guy. I did really like Sons of Anarchy, and to me, this is the number one card in the set. And a box of this stuff goes for $170, and I bought this for $100. It just, again, shit getting shaken out. This is there are sometimes where you shouldn't just buy stuff because it's a deal. But this card, like, I got it, I like it, I'm happy with it. Um, you know, I, again, I don't know, $100 for like not a lot of people are going to the return case for this item has been closed. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's a side story, but hey, like Buddy Popcorn says that TV is too ephemeral. It'll people forget about it and disappears. That's true, and he's probably right. Like, this is not something I think has a huge upside. Charlie Hunnam, something coming out on Netflix, but like he's kind of like over. Um, but I'm still cool with it. Like big show at the time. Actually, it got me to go back and watch the first three seasons. The story with this is that I got a package from this person in the mail, and inside it is like some female wrestler autograph, and I'm like, motherfucker, like because this is a really good price. I'm like, am I getting scammed here? And I immediately open up a return case, and I'm filling it out. I take a picture of it. Then I notice I have an extra package in my mail. It was the Hunnam. He actually sent me two packages. I've never had that happen. Um, I've had it happen where people send you the wrong card. I was like, whatever, shit happens, but you don't want it to happen. On you're always curious of stuff that you think you might get scammed on, which I have another one in here too. But it was he sent me two packages. I've never seen that. I've seen where I've sent the wrong card to the wrong person, all that stuff. But I was a nice enough guy. He's like, hey, would you ship that to the other person? I was like, yeah. He sent me a label. I dropped it in the mail, and I he was like, thank you for not being a scumbag. I'm like, of course, golden rule: do unto others as you would have done to yourself. So yeah. Let's see here. All right, what's up next? All right, so I bought this for my buddy Sean. He's got a funny story of why he can't bid on ComC. But I bought that for him. That's Barasafi. He's the one I was making fun of about buying Barasafi cards. I bought some jumbo packs of Rogue One, which I posted the video of opening them. I got all excited because I was like, hey, every autograph, every serial number card is on the table in Rogue One mission briefing. I bought one pack, pulled a gold card, then I bought 12 of these and didn't pull a damn thing out of it. Was it fun? Was it worth the money? Sure. I wouldn't do it again because I did poorly. And in all honesty, the odds are terrible. When I thought about it, buy a hobby box instead. It's a much better idea than buying, because you get 24 packs in a hobby box and you get much better out. You're gonna get an auto. So like, unless you just want one pack to rip and you're like, whatever. Yeah, probably still not the worst thing in the world. There are quite a few Star Wars things where you can buy the lower end retail and everything's on the table. And that's fun for me because like I like ripping, but there are times where I don't want to pay up for a hobby box. But like in this instance, the hobby boxes aren't that ridiculous that you can't do that. All right, this is another interesting card. So this is one of my favorite cards. I think I said this too much, but so this is the Darth Vader from the end of Rogue One. This serial numbered out of 100. I actually got one in a set. I think I've told the story. Got one out of the set. Graded, got a 10. Awesome. I bought this card And the guy was like, "Oh, checks in the mail. I was out of town, and it was like a month before I got my money back or whatever." And I did eventually get my money back. And he messages me a few weeks because it was this and another. I actually bought 4 cards from him, got none of them. But he's like, "Oh, I found this card. I'm gonna." He said it just came back from the post office. And it got returned to me, and I put it up for sale. There's no way he shipped it. There was no 0% chance. He just put it back up for sale. I bought it. I was like, fool me again. I don't really care. $4. This is an awesome card. I've never seen one for sale other than this one. Bought it and did get it. So fantastic. $4 again. Another one of these. Fuck you, find one. That is my motto. Fuck you, find one. For the most part of the cards I buy. Here's that other mission briefing pack that I bought for $7, which I did get the what's called in the gold card. Here's another Rick and Morty set, which I'm kind of big on. Found one for sale, $47. Like the Rick usually goes for 25, $30, and the Morty goes for like 15, 20. I have a Rick PSA 10. I needed a Morty. Unfortunately, this came in. The Rick was a little dinged. I have a 10. If I didn't have a 10, I would grade it. Probably think it comes in an 8 or a 9, but the Morty looks pretty good. I don't know if I needed this. Like I said, the grading, the base, I don't know. I kind of wanted this. I like Rick and Morty. There's times where the purchase, I didn't have to buy this, is I guess the answer. All right, Bistan. Bistan's like an inside joke of friends of mine and mine about like the Rogue One character who I never knew who it was. I confused him with Wee Wat Pinkertus. But I was like, I need to have the auto, so I bought that. Which is I'm starting to backdoor myself into buying all the Rogue One autos. Another thing I will mention is that I've made quite a few purchases on ComC. If I only knew how to log into my ComC account on this computer, we'd go through those too. I just bought a very expensive card on there. Very expensive for me. I don't know what very like. I talk to people and they're like, "How many cards do you buy over $250?" I'm like, "I don't buy a lot of cards over $250. I buy a lot of cards and turn them into cards that are worth more than $250." I just bought another Rogue One, Jyn Erso Rebel Hero out of 100 over on ComC for $90. I don't know what people are thinking not buying it. It's one of the top 10 cards in the set. I just got tired of people disrespecting Rogue One and Andor, and I just bought fucking everything. And I bought a bunch of MCU over there too. Okay, so in my thinking of the Mandalorian being super important, I also rewatched Book of Boba Fett, and I'm like, this show's way better than I thought it was. And I just started. I basically said I'm getting every character card in a serial numbered version of Mando season 1, 2, and Book of Boba Fett. So here you go. I bought Twilight Major Domo for $4. Did I need to do that? No. Is it a good financial move? No. But fuck you, I bought it. In my Andor loving shit, here is another Kino Loy Gold. I was so proud of myself for not compounding this. I actually paid full shipping because I was like, I'm not just going to buy more cards just because I can get free shipping over at DC Sports. Okay, here is another card that was really weird. Okay. So 101. This is a 101 Scarlet Witch from Avengers. Okay, so in 2020, when they issued Avengers Endgame, Upper Deck did a buyback where they bought cards from the MCU and then stamped them, and they became 101s. This is the 101 of the Scarlet Witch. Weird thing is somehow it's a PSA Pop 2, which it can't be. So either they graded it twice or PSA fucked up. Pretty amazing cards. Most people don't know these exist. I have a handful. I backdoored into how I found out about this. I bought a Happy Hogan years ago. If you watch my Marvel video, I think I showed this card off and the Happy Hogan. They're pretty amazing. They're hard to find. And I'm glad I keep telling more people about them so they buy them all out from underneath me. I did have a friend who was like, "You going to bet on this?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "What are you going to go up to?" I said, "A pretty decent number." And he goes, "Okay, I'll just duck out." And he had bid $11 and I had bid $128. And I won it for $12. And I'm like, this is coming from South Korea or China, and I'm like, there's no way I'm getting this. Matter of fact, this user has a thing where it's like they canceled the order because it was too cheap and they're not going to ship it. And I'm like, there's no way they're going to ship this. Truth is, nobody knows what these fucking things are worth because nobody really knows about them. I saw one guy on the internet open one of these. He's like a weatherman or something in some random town. But yeah. And then I have a friend of mine who's like, hey, I want to buy that. And I'm like, no. I'm like, I may give it to you, but I'm not selling it to you. Because he's like, I'll pay you $120. I was like, that's what I bid for it. So clearly I think it's worth more than that. But I may end up giving it to him. I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to be hard for me to do. Like a good friend of mine want to be that good of a person, but I actually really like this card. It's hard for me, which means it would be even more of a gift to give up. 101, I fucking paid 20 something dollars shipped. I don't remember what the number was. What was the number? Shipped. Yes. Am I patting myself on the back? Sure. There'll be plenty of me laughing at myself too. Yeah, I paid $23.45 for a PSA 9 chip. You couldn't even get this card graded for this price. Yes, I paid below grading fees for a Scarlet Witch 101. Fuck you. Fuck you, find one. All right. In line, this is another thing where it's like, I just like, I'm having this debate with myself about scene cards versus character cards. I like character cards, but there's this bifurcation later. This is the Ahsoka from Book of Boba Fett. It says Ahsoka Tano on there. Got a friend who owns it. Out of 10, one of these. I was like, I want one. I bought the one out of 99. Cost me as much in taxes and shipping as it did for the card, which I fucking hate, but hey, we bought it. Hey, by the way, anybody who I end up gifting a card out of here, it's not what I paid for it, it's what it's worth. Just remember that. Because I have a lot of gifts going out to people, and I'm like, it's not my fault that somebody wants to sell me a whatever $100 card for $5. All right, here's one where I laugh at myself. Val Sartha 2024 Chrome. Listen, if you bought a lot of 2024 Chrome, I hope it does well for you. I think it's going to be an absolute shit fest unless it's a very low serial numbered card of the Ahsoka characters, essentially. Like Sabine, Shin, maybe Balin, maybe Hera, yes, Grand Admiral Thrawn. I think everything else is going to kind of be meh. I collect Andor. I think in my brain I had a brain fart. I have basically determined for myself the set I want to collect for Andor is 2023 Finest. Really the only two choices to me are Flagship or Finest because they have most or all the characters, and I don't like Flagship. I think it sucks. So it's also whatever. So I collect 2023 Finest. I don't know why I bought this. Oh, I know why I bought this. We'll probably see soon. But yeah, I bought it because I was like, this is too cheap. $5 shipped out of 50. This is like, a hit of a box for $5 for a $300 box. Fuck you. All right, more Rogue One. This is the Bennett and Darrow two tubes who are like in random things. I bought it for $5 out of 100 Series 1. I didn't have one. Had to buy it. Don't regret it. All right. So this is the Client, Werner Herzog, out of 99. Fuck you, find it. One of these might be up for sale. This is up there for a while. PSA 9. These cards are really hard to grade. Like, if you go look up the character cards from Mandalorian Season 1, they do not grade well. Like, an 8 is a solid grade. A 9 is very, very good. It's closer to a 10 normally. Yeah, bought it for $36. It's in the collection. I might have 2 of these. I don't know. Not 2 9s, but 2 of the card. Happy to have it. We give it the thumbs up. All right. I mentioned this in my Marvel video. This is going to be a gift to somebody, I think. This is a blue Black Widow and Captain America from the very first MCU movie to have serial number cards. I think it's important. They look really cool. The blues with Black Widow are pretty hard to find. There's one on ComC. I thought I bought it yesterday. I'll probably buy it by the end of this weekend because I've just decided, like with Cassian, Black Widow serial numbered under a certain price coming off the market. And whatever, I'll So I mentioned this before. Turning Plate was up for sale. The red PSA 9 was up for sale. I was in a bad mood. I only bought this. $2 on this card is absolutely criminal. It's closer to like, listen, if I saw it for $25, I'd buy it. I'd buy it now. The one that's on ComC, I actually already have one, or I would definitely buy it. Yeah, fucking awesome card. All right, so 2023 finest. Valsartha, I think it's going to be a big deal. She's definitely in Andor season 2. I think people love Bix. I think this character is a little more fun to me. I like the bad rich girl. Some definite interesting things going on here. Again, I bought this from China. And I think sometimes there are a couple things that scare people off these days. One is shipping from China. The other is when you have to guarantee that you're going to pay for an auction. I don't mind either of those things. I bought this for $15, but shipping was more, $35 for an out of 25 Valsartha rookie auto. Totally cool with it in my collection. Fuck you, find one for that price, and you're not going to do it. All right, on to the next page. On to the next page. On to the next page. This I didn't need. I just get in my moods, but it was $5 gold. Series 2, Krennic fires back. Obviously, Krennic's in Andor season 2. Out of 50, hard to find. $5. What are you gonna do? I mean, that was free shipping, right? Don't forget free shipping. Because most other people, they charge that $5 for shipping. Basically, I look at this as some people dollar card free shipping. All right, Nemec out of 25 auto. I don't know. Did I need Nemec? Nemec's dead. And he has early. I think he has this one. I don't know if he has earlier autos, but again, out of 25 auto and/or character, Nemec's Manifesto. It's probably very late at night. $17. These are hits of boxes. Hits of $300 boxes. Out of 25 auto, your whatnotter would be like, oh my god! Out of 25, Nemec, nice hit, Team Andor that you paid $900 for. And I buy these cards for $17. Sorry, that one. I don't know. Like, I'm cool with having it. I don't think it's like this amazing deal that I needed to have. All right. I messed around. Like, you're gonna see, I bought some wax. Now, there's some wax I bought in here that I planned on. When I got into whatnot, I was gonna do purely mystery packs. I'm like, I've seen how much people would pay for random wax, and I was like, I'll buy some wax. And it didn't really work out for me. But then I got the bug to rip wax, as I said. I really dig Mandalorian. These blasters are impossible to find. So not impossible to find. They usually go for $80 to $100. Everything's in play on these blasters. So whatever. I bought a box. I pulled. Did I? You know what? I think I posted the video of this. I really think I did. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure I did, because I for a blaster box, I hit a home run. I had a Bill Burr Mayfield out of 99. Fuck you, find one. And I hit like an out of 25 with, I want to say it's like, I think it's Queel and Mando. So two good cards. I paid $40. Paid half of what you'd usually pay retail for these things. Super happy with it. Had fun. Hit cards. A lot of fun. All right. This is a little more complicated. So this is the type of stuff that, like, there was a time that I was buying this stuff for for whatnot. This is Chrome Legacy. I legitimately didn't know what the fuck Chrome Legacy was 3 months ago. Or like, I probably heard of it, but I just didn't care. You'll see, I bought quite a few Chrome Legacies. I bought this for $5. I don't know if I got combined shipping or not. Bo-Katan and Mando, these are all out of 99. Han wins the money in Falcon. I got 5 cards. So I basically paid $1 a card, really $2 a card for shipping. But I really wanted this one. Candice Jarvis rescues the ghost. I have a lot of friends who collect this, so I figured I could give this as a gift. And then I got this card. Look familiar? Yeah, Vader, the end of Rogue One, out of 99. Just like catnip for me. I don't even know what this is. This is like you could set this on fire, Ray and Palpatine and whatever. But it was a buck, so I bought it. I mentioned earlier that Rogue One mission briefing, there are only like 10 Rogue One cards. I bought this one. This is a Death Trooper, $4. I guess I got combined shipping from the. You know what the funny part is? Like this guy, I bought a bunch of stuff from him. He actually just refunded me all the shipping, so I didn't even pay shipping on either of these orders. So that was nice of him. He didn't. He shipped it like I don't remember how he shipped it. I think he actually shipped it paid shipping, like bubble mailer, which I wish he hadn't because I didn't pay for it. Or wish he had charged me. All right, here's one where I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? All right, like I don't collect autos. Yes, did I buy some autos earlier? Yes, but it was like really wheelhousey stuff and/or out of 25, whatever. Now, is this a good buy here? This is Mando Season 1, the Armorer out of 25 auto. Very good card. Pretty rare card. Sticker auto. This woman signs like the Dickens. 75 bucks, 86 with, I don't know what it was. I mean, this was a best offer. This is probably listed at like 150. I think she had autos in that Tops Now set too, but like I don't know. It's a good card. It's not me though, right? Like I like cards to be me. This is a card that I will probably grade and sell. When the man like this is a speculative card, not because I'm like, oh, I'm really gonna fucking. I'm like I don't care. Like $100 card for me is like kind of like a card. Like it's definitely something I think about. It's where I'm at. Um, like compare this to that Grogu out of 25 that I bought, the Hoping to Help that we started with. That card I love a million times more than this. And this is like a character auto. It's not my thing. But very cool card, very collectible. Maybe I'll trade it. This was a fun one. I bought this Kino Loy from DC Sports. The thing here says 2023 finest Jyn Erso green. And I'm like, hey, I bought it and I didn't even realize it. I'm like, hey, you realize you have a picture of one thing and the thing of the other. It doesn't matter. And they're like, no, you get the one in the picture. And I'm like, okay, I paid for it. I didn't want to. And then 3 days later, not even 3 days, like a week later, they're like, hey, oh, we don't have that. Here's your money back. I'm like, you fucking assholes. I knew they didn't. You know, the reason I know is there were there was a listing for the Kino Loy and a listing for the Jyn. This was a third listing. I didn't bid on it. I bid on it by accident. I didn't want it. Okay, here's another one. Jyn and Cassian Climb. You can see X million videos of why I love this card. I have the 101 out of 100. Gray, $3.72. I'm your Huckleberry all day long on those. Yeah, I think this is like $5 or best offer. When it's usually that, I'm like, and it's like whatever, $1 shipping or something, just make them pay shipping. Oh, another Kino Loy. So this is the 2023 finest set that I collect as Andor. There are 12 Andor cards. I was collecting the whole gold set. I get down to it. I had been trying to find the Valsartha forever. Finally find one. Go to put it together. Realize I don't know where a Kino Loy is. I had 2 of them. I sold one. And then I realized I sent one to one of my friends as a gift because I thought I had 2. So to buy another one. So I had bought this one to complete my set. It was the same price, almost exactly what I recouped for what I had sold one for. And then earlier you saw I bought another one for $5. So just what I do. I'm stupid sometimes. Oh, there's the Valsartha. And by the way, I waited 6 months or whatever it was to find this. Another one was up for sale last week, and I don't know why I didn't buy it. I forget. I get stubborn. When that happens, I got pissed off because I was like, $20 for this. I don't care. I hate collecting sets. I truly hate collecting sets because it puts you in a place where you're like, I don't know if I'm going to see this again. I have to just pay for whatever it was. I think it was a buy it now anyway. It doesn't matter, but whatever. Bought it. Awesome. Love it. Have it. Whatever. All right. I think I've mentioned this or showed this off. So, if you're watching this, you probably know I like Andor. And hey, listen, I'm telling you right now, if you're into like speculative, whatever, if you like Star Wars, Andor's going to be a big thing. It's going to be a big thing. I'm just telling you, it's going to be a big thing. It's all they have next year. It's really all they have in the pipeline, and they're going to promote the fucking shit out of it. It's 12 episodes. There's a lot going on there, and like, I don't know. It's impossible for me to not be talking my own bags. I own as many Andor serial number cards as anybody I know, even the guy who has the best Andor collection that Rogue One collection I know. I still have more junk than he does. Anyway, Rogue One mission briefing. They made a Rogue One, said Rogue One on the box, but 100 of the cards were original trilogy, and other, basically I think Rebels, original trilogy, Clone Wars, just everything up to that point. And then there was a Cassian card. I had never ever seen one of these. So out of 100, Cassian. I don't know if I've told this story before. I might have, but so this goes up for auction. So all right, this one I did the asshole move, but not entirely. Where I said, put it up for auction. Let's see what happens. This person had it up for auction, and they had best offer. And I offered the minimum bid was $3, and I'm like, this is whatever. Fine, it's like 3:00 in the morning, and I offer $100, and I'm like, why'd you offer $100? Like, guys, if this went up for auction, I'm probably winning, right? Like, my bid's definitely going to be at least 500. It might be 1,000. Never seen one of these ever. I've never seen a Cassian Gray from the irregular. I've never seen the only Cassian serial number card ever sold was sold in 2 minutes, which there are many stories I have about how I acquired that one, but it wasn't me. Cannot fucking buy these cards. So I'm freaking out. And I'm actually trying to see if I can message my friends to offer more. So I messaged the guy. The best thing I come up with was, hey, message the guy. I'm a huge Rogue One collector. I love this card. Do you have any of these cards, like the Jin, blah, 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 blah? I did that because, hey, I wanted to ask that question. The other side was, I was like, he's not going to accept somebody else's offer before at least responding to me. You know what I mean? He'll know that, or he or she will know that I am interested. And I'm not saying he wouldn't or they wouldn't, but they would at least think twice, right? Of well, let me at least hear from this guy, or see what happens. So I said that. I was freaking out because I was like, I really don't want to lose this card. And lo and behold, I wake up, check a few hours later, and I want it. This card I bought, Mon Mothma. Man, we've been talking a lot about mission briefing. These are all coming from the same person. And don't look at the person's name and save their searches. Fuck you. Don't let me teach you this shit. I bought this. This is a gold Mon Mothma. Never seen one. I know a friend of mine who needs this. It's going to him. Russell Westbrook, number 128. Learn. Cassian, I don't know. Here we go. Where I'm like, here's just 5 cards where I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I was buying. I don't know if this was still during my whatnot phase. Might have been. Yeah-ish. Cassian 2022 finest, or 2023 finest. That's the set I collect. PSA 9 out of 50. This was definitely okay, I'm going to buy one of these. Let's get combined shipping. And then you end up with cards you don't necessarily need. This is from Beskar. So Beskar Chrome is the kind of a combination of season 1 and season 2 of Mando. And I've said I don't really like the set. I don't really like the 2 year later Chrome reprints, but this was a PSA 9 out of 10. Mando, Grief Karga, and the client. I was like, man, $30. In for a penny, in for a pound on Mando. I still would have bought it. I think this card's worth way more than that, but I didn't need it. But fucking, I bought it. Here's another Mando card, Luke Skywalker. This Jedi revealed the season 2. Kind of cool. $20 out of 99. PSA 10. Can't really. I don't. There are cards where I'm like, I wouldn't have paid double for these cards. You know what I mean? I don't need them. I don't think they're amazing deals. I don't think if I put this up tomorrow for $50, somebody snap buys it, right? So that's somewhat how I judge these things of like, if it were up for more money tomorrow, would I buy it? No, not really. Again, now this card on the other hand is different. So love my character cards. So in Beskar they have some character cards called Armored and Ready, and this is the Mando out of 50 PSA 9. Very hard to get. I like obviously there are only 50 of them, and it's Mando, $26. This is a card. Double buy it. Yes. And they've already graded it for me, so I don't have to give any more money to those thieving bastards over at PSA. Another card that I like a lot, man. You're seeing a lot of. So I want Mando fucking crazy, and I'm kind of, I'm okay with most of it. Like, so this is a card that there's a card in Rogue One like this. This is, it's Mayfeld, Cara Dune, Fennec, Mando, and Boba Fett in one shot. It's called the Unlikely Team. Big fan. Bought the bronze out of 50. I paid a number, right? Like, I don't think I got like a great deal. $14 ship ain't bad, but like, just dig the card. So bought it, happy with it. Oh, here we go. Here's like, again, listen. Stop fucking guarding cards with PSA for the most part. Like, stop sending like garbage. Really, like, I'm telling you, like this card here, Chewie and Han, whatever, out of 99 Chrome Legacy, like, I paid $325 for it. So clearly the person lost money. I'm like, but like, they would have lost money even if this is a 10. I don't know what the hell they get for it, right? Like, so I don't know what you're paying for the upside. Why was I buying? This was definitely during the what you call it, whatnot phase, where I was like, hey, I'll throw this in a mystery pack. When I do a mystery pack, you're getting more cards than you pay money for, and you're going to get an upside. You're going to get hit. It's like, I buy well. That's what you hope you can see from here. Yes, am I patting on myself on my back? Yes, but I put a lot of time and effort into this. This is not just whatever. I put way too much time into this. So I bought this PSA 8 out of 99 for $3. Sent to the PSA. Here's another one, Hondo Anaka and Anakin, PSA 8, $5. It's less than grading fees. It's just a trope now, and it's stupid. But like, hey, I call these things glorified one touches. One touches cost money, and getting a grade on a serial number card. Again, I don't need to buy these. I don't think these are great deals, but like, yeah. Here's another. This is out of 50. This is Han Escapes. This one I have to look at. Like, is this Kira in here? Like, this is the point of where I was. It was like, I don't even know what the hell I'm buying. I think that's Kira in there. I can't tell. Like, that's a horrible looking card. But whatever. Out of $54, just bought it. Called it a day. I just got sucked into these things. Here's an out of 50 Clone Wars Yoda with, I guess, some of the clone troopers, maybe the famous ones. I don't even fucking know at this point. Sorry for all the swearing, but I enjoy it. Yeah, it's a cool card. I like Yoda. Out of 50, PSA 9. What are you gonna do? You just. I didn't need it. I mean, these are cards that 100% I would. You just offer me my money back right now, and I will. They're all sitting in the vault, which does help. Didn't pay any shipping. Didn't pay any taxes yet. Here's another card. This is a promo card from 2004 Heritage, a PSA 10. It's Vader and Luke. Cool looking card. PSA 10. Cost me $22 ship. Basically grading fees. I didn't need it. Sitting on my desk. I don't know. Probably be a gift to somebody. Definitely didn't need it. Is it a bad deal? Probably is, right? I don't know what I'd have to price it at to sell it tomorrow. But I definitely don't want cards like that. Here is Twi'lek. What the hell's her name? Garsa Fwip, which is Jennifer Beals out of 99. I guess I never got this card, so I got refunded, which is a bummer. So I wanted the card. Grief Karga. So this is Beskar Chrome, the die cut inserts. Even the base ones are short printed. They're really hard to get. I paid $10 for an SGC 10. Didn't need it. Fine. I've had a chance to buy some like raw ones of these. They're around this price. Whatever. Just because it's a good price doesn't mean I need it. I'd rather combine those $10 into like buying bigger cards. Like, I just don't. I've been better about that, of like just not hitting the button there. Did buy a bunch of Book of Boba Fett blasters. They were $15 a piece shipped. Somehow less, right? They were under 15. They were like $14.50 shipped with taxes. I pulled an out of 10 out of there. Oh wait, these no, there's different boxes. Pulled an out of 10 out of here. Whatever. It's fun. $60. I could have bought it one hobby box from there. I don't know. I've definitely I enjoy ripping Book of Boba Fett. I hope it gets cheaper and I'll buy some more. All right. So if you watch some of my other videos, I may have shown these off. I own no Stranger Things. I don't own a lot of sketch cards. One night, somehow, I come across a sale of Stranger Things sketch cards, and I'm like, okay, rookie cards, whatever. Rookie sketch card is definitely not a thing except for between my ears. So fine. That's I was like, okay. If these end at a reasonable price, I can get an exposure to sketch cards and Stranger Things at the same time. Thought it was a good idea. Definitely during my whatnot phase, thought that I would use these as like chase cards and hit cards in here. Now that they were amazing prices. These are nice sketches. If you want to buy some, tell Donna I said hi. That's the name of the seller. That's like Donna something or other, and she's been selling this shit. I mean, this person must have bought so many goddamn Stranger Things boxes. Like they must have been like $8 at that time. And I just bought. I only bought 11. Right? I mean, 11 meaning the character 11, Millie Bobby Brown. I'm like, she's the best character. You know, stick with. And then I try to buy nice sketches. I did pay a little more. Like I paid $57 for this one, which is the most I paid. But like again, ran it across some of my friends like sketches, and they're like, yeah, that's a nice sketch. $57. Millie Bobby Brown. This one's from the Upside Down. Welcome to the Upside Down. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Like this one, I've had a chance to buy other ones. I might have been willing, but I think I did well. These are hard to buy. I mean, I think I don't know how many I bought. I paid 163 ship for all of them. I think I bought 6 of them, 7 of them. Here, I mean that one, this one. This one I think is really expensive. I'm like not like in a rush to sell these. There's another season of Stranger Things. We talked about speculation earlier. Like there's some speculation. There's also exposure, meaning like I have so much in non-sports cards to have no exposure to Stranger Things seems stupid, and to have no exposure to sketch cards seems a little bit stupid. It's a nice sketch card, $30. Donna combined shipping on these. Here's a die cut. Okay, so there should be maybe one more of those. How many did I buy? 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I bought a sixth, but I paid 163 for those 5. So I paid like $35 a piece. It's not free, but it's paid for, and I'm happy to have them in my collection for the most part. Like I will try to sell some of them next year. I'd sell them tomorrow, to be honest. But like the thought at the time was I would sell all of them, get my money back, and keep the one I like. I have one more, I think. So about this Armored and Ready card, this fucking never got the card. The person, feel bad for the person who sold it to me because it got lost in the mail, and it took me over a month to get refunded. See, I bought it on the 10th of October. I got my money back on November 17th. Not fun. Just not fun. Just not fun because like I don't know if they're at fault at all, but it was like I had to keep remembering to ask for the money back. Um, Listen, I would have rather have had the card. In truth, not really. I don't want the card right now. I stopped wanting the card, but I would have been fine getting it. Wouldn't have been a big deal. But like, they don't have the card, and I don't. They don't have the money, and I've had that happen to me before, and it sucks. It's just the cost of doing business on eBay, and using USPS. Yeah, sucks for everybody. Here's the other 11 sketch I bought for $27. I think she refunded. She combined shipping somehow. Like either I didn't pay shipping on that or whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so I have 611 sketches. This is a card I didn't need. This is Battle Plans, Jin and Cassian out of 25. Fuck, I bought it. I bought this because of a different purchase that I'll show later. I don't know how far, like, I don't know. I don't think I've done one of these in like 3 months. So I'm just going back to like September. And, I don't know. If you're bored, watch one of my shorts where I go show and tell. Awesome card. Move on. All right, here's another one. Okay, so whatnot phase, buying cards. So what I was doing on whatnot was I was given a slab, a serial numbered card, plus a bunch of rookie cards or a bunch of other stuff. Um, and so I was looking for cheap serial number cards that I thought were decent. And DC Sports, I don't, or not just serial number cards, hits. Whatever a hit is in a box. Sometimes it's a serial number card, sometimes it's auto, sometimes it's a relic. DC Sports, again, I love my combined shipping, so I don't know what the fuck it was that I bid on first, but as soon as I won one thing, I went for a bunch. So this is an error card, Sage Ventress. It's actually R single in the picture, out of 99, $2. Oh, Clem Andor. Again, I'm collecting these $2 for the auto, right? Valsarth that out of 75, $4. Bingo. Bodhi Rook out of 50, $2. Bang. Oh, whatever his fucking face from Eugene for the Walking Dead relic card hit, $2. Min. Mando, Beskar Chrome out of 75, $2. In. Mando out of 99, little piece of Grogu in there, $2. I'm in. Different relic from Walking Dead, $1. Skeen rookie, $2 gold. I'm in. Okay, so that's I think this was in there too. I don't even remember buying this. I don't know why I was buying a Saw Gerrera. I guess same shit. I was gonna put it in the serial, when it's back out of Saw Gerrera out of 199. The other thought was, and I'm still having every intention of doing this, which is that I do have an extremely vast collection of Andor and Rogue One. And in the lead up to Andor, when the hype gets big, I'm going to do Andor Rogue One mystery packs. So I was trying to accumulate cards from people who were in Andor and Rogue One, and that they will go in future mystery packs. I will probably still likely do that as much for the fun of it than the profit of it, right? But I was having fun buying all the shit. It's always fun buying. Selling is a bitch, right? So again, Baze Malbus, love Baze, out of 75, $1.75, take it. Melshi, my guy, Lieutenant Duncan Melshi, one of the few characters in Ruskat Melshi, is that his name? I thought it was Duncan. I'm gonna have to look at that. We have to look at the back of this card if we can. Ruskat Melshi. I think it's just Corporal Melshi that I know on this. All right, so I'm just making fucking names up. Maybe I think his real name is Duncan something. Anyway, Melshi was in Andor and Rogue One. This is his first, not his first character card, because he had tons of cards like in 2017 finance and shit like that. I have like an early auto of his. But $2 or $1.25 we're in. Baze Malbus out of 50, $2 we're in. If you look at that whole thing, it's like I bought something like 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, doesn't really matter. Like 11 cards that were either serial numbered or relics or autographs, and I paid $37 shipped. So yeah, I mean, this is part of the idea of like, stop buying fucking wax, man. These cards are super cheap. Things you think are hits don't sell for shit. Now, did I get good deals on these? Yes. This is one of those things though that DC Sports pays charge like $5 or $6 for shipping. And it's like, okay, well, who wants to pay $1 for a card and $6 in shipping? That's like kind of one of the benefits of like going a little heavier on an auction earlier with DC Sports, where I know I'm going to pay the shipping. And then that's what happened here. I bought something earlier and I was like, well, I don't have to pay shipping anymore, which I did, which was like 25 cents a card. Whatever, rolled it. Jen and Cassian Climb out of 100. Who the fuck did we see one of these earlier? There are only 100 of them. How many can I actually buy? $1.59 ship. Whatever. Give them to me. I'll buy them all. $1.59, I will literally buy them all. Here is $159 and I will own them all. This card I fucking love. I bought this from overseas. I think this is going to be, this guy finally reduced his shipping costs. He was charging, it was going to be $11 a ship. These I love. I am still banned from Four Sharp Corners. This is a poster card from Series 2 of Rogue One. They're really cool looking in person. I don't know if once I got this, there was a gin up for auction at PSA 10 for $30. I'm banned at Four Sharp Corners. Had a buddy buy it Mandalorian season 2. How many blasters did I buy? I bought 4 blasters. I paid like $20, $25, 23 something. It's a good price. I hit a 101 in this. I hit the 101 Cobb Vanth. It's one of the button cards, but still worth more than what I paid for. It gets you addicted to this stuff. I was going to sell it, and then I decided to keep it, and then I would sell it, but fuck it, I'll keep it. I'll grade it at some point. But height. Here's something I was going to buy these packs to rip on Whatnot. These are Mando UK cards. Because there are autos and serial number cards in here that are super value. There's a 101 Grogu in here that's worth $1 billion. It's worth like seriously like $25,000. But the odds are, I think they made 5 million of these packs, and I just was like, funny thing is, a friend of mine ended up buying these packs and got absolutely nothing in them. I canceled it. I have definitely canceled a couple orders this month, not to screw anybody. I've like hit buy and then been like, hey, you know what? Fucking cancel it. I mean, this was gonna be 240 packs, and it never would have made it to Whatnot. Every time I bought something that had a hit that I could have gotten to Whatnot, it basically didn't make it. Oh, another Melchi auto. I bought the other one out of 25 because it was like, I paid 26 for this one, the gold one. How do I not pay whatever I paid for the out of 25? Just stupid. I would definitely not do this, mainly because I could probably buy it cheaper right now. Game of Thrones boxes. There are going to be 3 of them on here. I fucking love ripping Game of Thrones. It's my favorite thing because there's so many, like, I don't know. Just Rittenhouse is great. I split this with one of my buddies, and we both hit decent autos. I hit Rory McCann, the Hound, out of this, so it was a lot of fun. Happy I did it. These prices are crazy low. Yeah, they're crazy low. These are usually much more. Oh, here's another Chrome fucking Legacy I had to have for. It's an out of 10, but it's such an ugly card. It's a Mando card, but whatever. Got it. When you can buy a Mando out of 10 card, I don't know. Like I just don't need it. $9 shipped, whatever. Tyrion Lannister gold. I don't know why. I mean, I like it. Whatever. I don't even know what season it is. These are 1 per hobby box, so that's part of the reason I buy it, because I'm like, all right, hobby box, $150. You're probably not going to hit anything good. I like Tyrion. No, I would not do this again. Rogue One hanger packs. I bought this for Whatnot. Ripped them all myself because I'm a degenerate. I did pull. What did I pay for all those? $25.53. I pulled a Cassian Blue, which is probably the number 1 card you'd want to pull out of there. So did that. Walter White. I bought this. Habit of. I sold a PSA 9 I have, and I bought this. Here's a Sopranos box. We ripped this on Whatnot. The auto was a redemption, which sucked. There were 2 Tony Sopranos in the box. Like a bunch of people split it. I ended up pulling 2 Tonys out of the box. Spider-Man. Fuck me. It's the number 2 card. Buy these, as many as you can, you stupid motherfuckers. I don't know how many years I can tell you this. They're all gone now. And like I have people looking at, whatever. Just like, I'm not going to say this is the 1977 Luke Skywalker, because you can't really replicate that. This might be the closest thing. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you now. Whatever. Do whatever the fuck you want. Go look at what a Topps Chrome Spider-Man sells for. No, don't. You know what? Don't. Because I like one of the, as I've said before, like I enjoy this. I share my knowledge. But then when people go and buy it, then I get pissed off. Like there's a PSA 10 of these. There's never been a PSA 10. And a friend of mine just bought a box. I'm sure he'll get a PSA 10. Pissed me off. But, that's the double-edged sword. Grogu. I don't know what the fuck I was buying. ComC. I got a whole thing on ComC. Because ComC is a fucking, generally a nightmare. But if you buy on whatever, if you buy an eBay auction, ComC, you don't have to pay shipping. And that's why I bought this. Because I would never buy the card otherwise. I have had it shipped to me since then. I just wanted to see what the card looked like. I hate it. This, I fucked up. I thought I was getting 5 of these cards. I don't know why somebody would sell 5 of these cards. This is a Kathleen Kennedy rookie card. She's the head honcho at Star Wars. and well, I was gonna set them on fire because she's really been blamed for all the negative things she's done for Star Wars at this point. This is her right here. Um, yeah, I don't know what like. Uh, for some reason, I thought I was getting 5 of each of these cards, and that's why I bought it. I to this day, I don't know where the fuck I came up with it. Maybe it's the fact that they just kept putting pictures over and over again, and I'm like, "Oh, I must be getting, like, multiples of these cards." No, I just got 1. Total waste of money. Total fucking waste of money. Whatever. I've wasted worse money, but that is definitely one I would like back. Uh, X-Files, I was like, "All right, again, exposure. We're in an X-Files set. It's cool looking, $20. Have them. I wouldn't recommend it." Yeah, I was out of control. This is a 2024 comb, Gin Rebel Alliance. I bought that for uh, whatever, 12.50. Definitely don't need that. I bought this Hermione card. I don't have any art box Potter cards. I still don't. I couldn't tell. It's sealed in a package. I don't understand that, but whatever. I'm cool with it. At $2. Kino Loy Orange out of 25, 2024 Chrome, PS or SGC 95, 2265. Sure, why not? Fuck it, love Kino. Rumors Kino is going to be back. Bought this for a friend. Actually, I didn't buy it for a friend. This is a rainbow foil card. I bought it and gave it to a friend. Game of Thrones boxes. We ripped those on Whatnot. There were don't buy from this person. So I bought these cheap, but we opened 2 boxes and we didn't get anything. We didn't get anything, and did the person buy a case and then just cherry pick the cards? Maybe. Like they got all the good boxes and then selling the other ones. I don't know. But those are the 2 worst, and they were 2 different seasons. 2 worst boxes Game of Thrones have ever opened. And I bought the other box from somebody else, and it was a much better box. Cassian Andor, yeah. Listen, 24. I got swept up in 2024 Chrome. This is a Cassian out of 50, $16. I'm like, is it a bad buy? No, I just don't need it. I don't collect this shit. Like in comparison, here is a Boba Fett. A Mandalorian from Book of Boba Fett out of 99. Fuck you, find one. There is actually a bronze up for sale that I probably want to buy after this episode, or before I post it, because you motherfuckers will buy it. I bought that for $12.49. I would buy every one of those before I would ever buy another one of those Cassian cards. The other Game of Thrones box, this was the worst purchase. I bought a box of Captain America that I was going to rip on. Like, there were autographs live, but even autographs sucked. I paid $100 something bucks. Shipped. It was awful. It was awful. I don't think I got $5 worth of cards out of that box. I really don't. Oh my god, that's definitely the worst buy of this entire thing. I bought Moonraker. I thought people would want that on Whatnot. Nobody gave a fuck. I think I ripped every pack myself. Did find out there's a Roger Moore James Bond rookie in there that I wanted. Pulled 3 or 4 of them. They're all in shitty condition. There's none higher than an 8 graded. I may grade one just because that's one I'll just grade. Like, give me a 6. I don't give a fuck. I just want the card. It's fun though. Love old school Bond at that price, $60 shipped. I was fine with it. I do think I got sick from the old gum. Bought some. These are all the stuff I was buying for Whatnot. Avengers pack, a lot of 10 sealed Avengers pack. These suck. Again, you can buy serial numbered cards. You only get 4 cards per pack, so 40. Like, you can buy serial number cards for $3 from the set. Way better than that. But whatever. I still have a couple of those packs. They suck. Don't buy them. Denny's packs. These were kind of at $1 a pack and 2 pack. Like, again, these Avengers packs or Ultron. If I got 2 packs for $5, would be fine. 2 packs of the Denny's. It wasn't a lot of nothing in there. Solo, fun to open. You can hit a foil in there at least. I bought a bunch of shit to pack my cards on Whatnot, which since I stopped selling on there for now, I don't need. Now we'll get into some heavier shit. There was a heavy drinking video that we did like in October or September, I guess, where I got hammered drunk. Go back and watch the live stream. Got hammered drunk and just started buying shit, bidding on shit. This is right after this, but so this is IG11. this is Beskar Chrome, which I don't like. Paid $40 for an out of 25 IG-11 scene card. Definitely wouldn't do this again. It's not like it's a bad buy. Like, but again, buy the sell tomorrow and sell for $50 to get my money back. And I don't know if I could. I don't think I could do that. And they're just. I don't. I'm just not really collecting Beskar Chrome for the most part. So would rather not. More Rogue One packs, I guess. So for that idea where I was like, hey, I made my money back because I ripped the Cassian. I guess I bought a lot more than I thought. Whatever. Love Rogue One. Don't give a fuck. I think I did, rip a few of those on whatnot. Maybe get a few bucks back. GoldenEye, ripped some of that on whatnot, and then one night ripped it all. It's always been my guilty pleasure. Love GoldenEye cards. Love the James Bond, like the Brosnan James Bond. I think I bought 3 or 4 boxes over the years of that. Fucking love it. Just still love it. Don't get. There's no hit. There might be hits in there. I got a hit in something. I actually don't think it was a thing. It was like Tomorrow Never Dies, or I hit like a redemption auto, Inkworks, same shit. Whereas like they're out of business. Tough luck. Still love it. Still like Sean Bean rookie card, Pierce Brosnan rookie card. Like just fucking love this set. I don't know. Guilty pleasure. And if you get 36 packs, it's like $1 a pack, just ripping at it. When I get the Jones, I just rip at it. I'm pretty sure I ripped them all one night. I was like, I want the 007 card. I'm ripping until I stop. All right. So this was the drunk night. I'm not going to go too much further back because I think I might have covered this. Hey, man, Cara Dune. People love her. I don't give a shit. I didn't even know she was like a wrestler or MMA before this, but you can't find Cara Dune. Like, first of all, you cannot find Mando gold character cards of anybody. Like, you can get maybe a remnant stormtrooper or something. So I went back. Mealy Pops had this up for $400. We went back and forth. The shape of this card, not wonderful. There are only 10 of them. I'm not making any more Cara Dune cards. I paid $212 for this. I don't know. I don't think it's a bad buy. Again, she has a huge fan base. It's just not me. I would have I'm actually considering trading this for somebody who has a Mando card that I want. Like, I'm just not like, I don't know. You can't. Fuck you, find one, right? Like, find any character card of hers. You just can't. They don't exist. Good luck. I wish you the best of luck on that one. But and obviously we talked about this in the character cards. I said earlier that scene cards only have 86 cards. The characters actually have another 100 because they have red versions. But I've never seen one. I've never seen any of the Cara Dunes. This is the only one I saw. I got drunk and I offered and I bought it. I think I overpaid, but like not this type of card. It's like, again, I don't know if you'll see another one for sale. A card that's not on here that I bought on Mercari is I bought the Enter the Hunter. I might have another one in here that I bought. So Enter the Hunter is the number 1 card from the scene card from Mando. I bought an out of 10 and I paid $250 for it. So I put some money in. Like, that's as much as I pay for raw cards. The most I've ever paid for a raw card is the Kit Harington auto. Other than that, I think the most I've ever paid for a raw card is the Enter the Hunter and this card here. I love the Enter the Hunter. I'm not letting that one go. There's one for sale on eBay, PSA 9. They want $3,500 for it. They're not getting it, but again, those are Mando cards. Like, don't buy any. Don't buy any. I'm wrong. I'm an idiot who's overpaying, right? Like, yeah, that's what I would tell you. I'm an idiot who's overpaying. Don't buy any of them. Leave them to me. And the people who've been buying them, you should stop. You have too much money invested in Landa and Mando, and you're gonna be stuck. And you're gonna have to come to me to buy you out of those cards. Stop buying them. Just stop. Stop. It's a dumb investment. They're not making the biggest Star Wars movie in a decade about it. I bought this stupid fucking card because I'm a pig-headed asshole. Morgan Elsbeth, I was arguing with my buddy Sam over what her rookie card should be. And I'm like, the other option was like a horrible scene card. I was like, how about why not her auto? He's like, autos are too expensive. I'm like, I bought one for $10. And now I have a Morgan Elsbeth auto that I don't give a fuck about. But it's a rookie auto, so whatever. Don't give a fuck. Didn't need to buy it. Pig-headed bastard. Bought a box of Ghostbusters and tried to open some of this on Whatnot. Nobody gave a fuck. I ripped it all myself. The worst news about it is that like there was not a single Peter Venkman in the box. I've heard this before, and I'm like, who's resealing Ghostbusters cards? They're not. There's weird things where you just get one sheet in a box. So I got like 7 like Harold Ramis cards, and I think 7 Dan Aykroyds, but 0 Bill Murray rookies. Whatever, fun, setting money on fire. Most of the wax I would have done again. This Saw Gerrera, I needed this once. I just decided to buy it because I needed the Saw for the set. I overpaid. I think I even bought. I paid 21. I'm pretty sure I have the out of 25. I paid less for. Oh, here's another Brasso auto card. I was like, oh, a Brasso auto. This one was $5 with shipping. It was $1. All the money went to USPS. I hate it. Demolition Man. This was fun. Simon Phoenix. This is Wesley Snipes' only card that I know of. Stallone, Sandra Bullock rookies, 36 packs, 8 cards a pack. I did rip some of this on Whatnot. One night I yet again fucked up in the middle of the night, just ripped the whole box. I don't think I have a single pack left. But still fun. 27. Like this would fall into that golden eye of like lots of cards per pack, lots of packs, some cool cards you can pull. Fuck it, let's do it. You kind of know what you're getting. Here's a Grogu little green button pusher, or from. I thought this card was kind of fun, but like I don't. Again, I'm out on Beskar. Like I figured it out after I spent some money. Fine card. It's a nice, cool Grogu card out of 99. I bought these from overseas, so telling you what, I was like, I'm in on Mando, right? Like I sold some cards, and I'm like, where do I want to put this money? And the answer was Mandalorian. I found 2. He had 2 of these gold cards. I don't know how this person had 2 of the gold cards. I think I've told the story. He shipped these in the same fucking penny sleeve. I get like maybe the same top loader. You can't send me $50 cards in the same penny sleeve. So I got 2 out of 10s. Bought it mainly because I was like, in for penny, in for pound. Bought Toro Calican gold out of 10. He's dead. Gives a fuck. But I'm like, all right, gotta buy it. When I'm in, I'm in. I don't like, just like the Carradine. Do I regret this? Yes. No. I don't know. Like, you just can't find them. You just cannot. You can't let you find any. Like most of these, you cannot. Go look. I think there's like 3 character serial number cards in this whole set available, and the best one is probably Grief Karga Red for $40, which I have one, and that's the only reason I haven't bought it. But for a little while, you could buy them cheap. You cannot buy them cheap anymore. You will not be able to buy them cheap anymore if they're up for auction, because I will bid you up and I will buy them. So you don't needn't even bid. Needn't waste my money and yours. But yeah. Krennic, man, did I fucking just come after mission briefings? Mission briefing, again, it's only a handful of cards. Krennic, out of 100 rookie card. I was like, fuck it. I was buying all this other stuff from the same guy overseas. Or not. Clearly, I didn't even combine this. I was like, screw it. But I bought it. I don't give a shit. I love my Rogue One. I've only ever seen one of these before. I'd only ever seen one of the turrets before. It was gray, and it was in a lot that at the time, I was stubborn and angry and gave it to my friends. Said, here, buy this. It's $30. There's 2 serial numbered Rogue One cards you want. Now he has it. Here's another DC Sports buy where I was like, okay, I'm in for shipping. I bought a bunch of gold Game of Thrones cards for $1 a piece. I think I was bidding on something else, but like you really can't go wrong. And here's a Beautiful Death out of 150. Whatever, I don't know. I was buying all this shit to use on Whatnot. I'm not like, I love these gold Game of Thrones, but I didn't need them at $3 a pop with shipping. But cool, I have them now. Here we go. So I bought a 101. It's from Battle Plans. whatever. We're gonna use like I think I got this cheap, but like, what do you like? It's Kylo fighting Finn. It's a 101, man. So it's a 101. Kylo Ren. I bid, order 66. I think it's worth way more than that. I think I'm going to use that on Whatnot when I go back as some sort of chase card. Bought this Rogue One hologram card. Didn't need that. Fucking idiot. I just don't need that. Yeah, K2SO gold out of 50. Just like I just decided that like I was going to buy all of them, but I was like, all right, I'm just going to buy all the golds. So I bought that gold. I have a bunch of K2SO, and you don't. Here's Jan. This is the out of 50 Mandalorian, whatever, $18. Had to buy it. Telling you, it's the time you could still buy this stuff. Book of Boba Fett, bronze, Fennec Shan. Out of 50, we're almost done. Mando, I have two of these now, right? Because I bought one earlier. I paid 17 for this one. I think I paid 7 for the other one. Don't care. We continue to buy them. Go ahead, put them up for sale. I will buy them. I mean, I'm not going to buy them at this price, assholes. Grogu, man, I don't even want it. If you've been listening this long, how long? An hour and 26 minutes. I don't do these anymore, but I'm like, I'm going to fucking do this. Do this tonight. I'm sober. 100% sober. I wanted a cigar. I don't even have a cigar. Listen, Grogu cards are impossible to find. Like Mando, I love Mando, but Grogu is the character. Like if there is a long term for cards, right, and non-sports cards, Grogu is such an easy home run. I'm not kidding. Because number one, you cannot find Grogu cards. This is Book of Boba Fett. This isn't even a big deal. And I paid $43 for an out of 99 Grogu. Probably a little insane, but find one. I mean, like, I do think I overpaid, right? I don't think if one went up tomorrow for $40, that it would be instantly gone. But I have no problem with this. But try to find a serial number. First of all, the other two seasons, and I'm a stickler. I want a box that says TV or show. This came out of Book of Boba Fett, a show. They don't do that anymore because fucking Fanatics is a scam that's going out of business, and they've got to fuck us all up the ass and rape us over and over again. So we can't, God forbid, we get a movie or a TV show set anymore. But this came out of one of those, and this is the first one that says Grogu on it. The other one say the child. Just saying. Again, happy to have it. That'll get graded. Love it. I love the red. Actually, it's visually the most appealing of all of them. But yeah, this is a better look at a card. Anyway, earlier I said I bought a Jin and Cassian battle plans. This is why, because I what the fuck am I gonna do with myself, right? Like, this came out for sale, so I don't even understand Topps Vault. But you go have fun. Topps Vault are like these 101s that came out of the vault. I don't know if they were proofs or whatever the fuck they were. But you see them and they're very expensive. So this is Jin and Cassian Topps Vault 101. I bought whatever. Obviously, I like Rogue One. Have I mentioned that? Anyway, I bought this. What the hell did I pay for it? Shipped 24, British pounds. I paid $30 shipped for a Rogue One 101. And whatever. Like, happy to have it. I think it's worth way, way more than that. Like, I'm not trying to be like crazy. I don't think it's like, I think it's $100, $200 card right now. It's also one of my absolute favorite images. I don't even think this is in the movie. This is like one of the scenes they cut. But yeah, it's one of my favorite images. And yet again, I was like, am I going to get this? And I did. Happy to have it. This Bart Simpson, I sold one, so I bought one. It's like I sold one for, I don't know, whatever it was, and I was like, probably $40. So I was like, I'll buy one for 20. Berg, another random character that I overpaid for. This is Canadian, so I paid probably $40 shipped US out of 10. I'm clearly I put a lot of money into this. Here's another Mando card. So this is a gold out of 10. It is Grogu with the cat. SGC 9. Stoked to have it. during Whatnot, you'll see. So we started earlier on. I was talking about Scarlet Witch 101. Here's Emily Van Camp. I don't even. It's not Agent 13. I don't think. Well, 101. I paid. Maybe she is Agent 13. I can never remember. Paid $60 for 101 shipped. Man, I'm happy to do it, but I mean, it looks expensive compared to that Wanda that I bought, right? Listen, I don't even know who the fuck this guy was, and I like Andor. I confused him with another character, and I won't say who or why, but it was out of 10, and it was $1 plus shipping. I just can't help myself. Don't mind it. Albert, you're back. You want to cause trouble? Okay, no, maybe, probably. Here's some cards I already sent out and whatnot. This is $4 at PSA 10 Mace Windu. Whatever. I mean, here's one of them. What the hell was I thinking? An Arabesh parent. I actually thought this parent father was like rookie card, which it wasn't. There's $3 I'll never see again. Yeah, we're almost done. I'll go back to September 1st. I don't know why I'm picking that date, but we might as well start. Cassian Andor Blue. This is a rookie card. This is the rarest parallel that is not serial numbered. There's only 110, and my buddy, he was like, I'm getting out of cards, and he sold it to me. And then he's back in. But I appreciate it. That's a sick low number. I mean, I have a bunch of raw ones. And I think I probably could get a 10 on one of them, but I'd probably have to. There are 9 of these grades. I own 7 of them. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to be an asshole here. Of the blue, gold, and gray, which are the 4 rarest parallels that have been graded, there are 14 of them graded. And I own how many of them? 10. That's right, Albert. We own 10 of them because we're bragging. Saw Gerrera. I bought for a while. I couldn't find the gold Saw Gerrera from the set, so I bought the orange out of 25 for $20. What are you gonna do? This was a waste of money. I bought the wrong Family Guy set. This is other than the Captain America, this is on the Captain America level of what the fuck was I doing? I thought this was season 1. They actually, I'm not even get into it. This, I'm pretty sure the year is wrong on this, which is what threw me off. Anyway, $10 for probably about 10 cents worth of cards. This is stuff I was planning on putting into the Whatnot Queel out of 99. Whatever. I think I already gave it away. Again, my buddy was getting out of cards, and I was like, why don't you just offer to sell me these? Khal Drogo foil for $8 and a PSA 9 Storm for $8, and I had to pay shipping. But yeah, that was easy. Valsartha out of Out of 199, $3. Can't help myself. So this was the comic covers from season 2. Albert, what are you doing? These are pretty hard to find. It's out of 50, $14. Interesting. This is from the same person I bought that card that got lost from. At least I'd given him some money. Bought a bunch of these 2008 costume cards from Iron Man season 1. Big fan. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but big fan. Obi-Wan. I don't know. Whatever. It's the number 1 card from the set. It's titled Obi-Wan Kenobi out of 99, $3. How do you not do it? I think I bought another Cassian blue there. Here's a Cassian gray card where we're like I said, $6. Oh, which one of this? This is Cassian in black. I bought 2 of them for $2 for $3 ship. Can't help myself. Cobb Vanth. Hey, look, it's Mando season 2. Cobb Vanth rookie card, serial numbered out of 50, $14 all day. Thor set. Why? I don't know. Venkman. I had sold one, so I bought one. Those cards. I bought this silver icon set from Australia. Really love that set. Those things are getting harder and harder to find. I went back and forth on buying this Cobb Vanth auto for days. It was out of 25. It was super cheap. And then after I bought it, they're like, oh, we don't have that because it was way too cheap. Melchi out of 199. I don't know a bunch of cards here. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. These Captain Americas, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Another Venkman. I Saw Gerrera out of 350, the old comic image from Galactic Files. I hate it. I bought a raw Luke. I don't even remember doing that for $20. Still don't hate that. Here's the armor. That's kind of the one that set me off. So bought the armor out of 10. So, whatever. Got quite a few out of 10s. I'd love to get a Mando and Grogu out of 10. But it would probably cost me a finger. And I don't know anybody who owns them. So some more gold cards. I randomly decide fuck you, I'm buying more Rogue One, and it just over and over and over and over again. I just keep accumulating the gold cards. They're really hard to find, and you guys are going to ignore it till they're all gone, and then be like, I want some. I'll be like $1 million. More of these cards, the MCU. Buy an out of 9,000 Pepper Pops Chrome card, or you can buy a piece that you wore in the original Iron Man movie for $10. I mean, you can't anymore, but you probably can still find some Obadiahs. You can buy some of the dude stuff. We're almost done. September 11th. I bought a Spider-Man set. Missing 7 cards. Who cares? Because I got the cards that matter. September 10th. So I bought this Ant-Man 101. I sold this. There was a bidding war that happened on my Whatnot stream. Ant-Man 101. It's a gorgeous card. I made a decent amount of money. I bought the other. I definitely made enough money to buy all the other. I think I made enough money to buy all the other 101s that you saw on here. And the person who bought it, I think my buddy Popcorn, is super excited to have it. It's the best looking of all the 101s I got. Buy it without, not even close, from Marvel. But yeah, it's cool. But don't mind. I mean, I bought it one day and sold it a few days later, and bought a bunch of other cards. Oh Jesus! Oh, I forgot about this. This is going to be on the list. So I'm not even going to get into it. I'm not even going to. This is Grogu's rookie card out of 99. Whatever. This is an Avengers Assemble card of Black Widow. I like Black Widow. This is a card I really regret. It's an out of 10 Cassian Galactic from 2024 Chrome. Just not what I collect. $80 on a card I don't give a fuck about. Bothers me. Still not as much as buying that Captain America garbage box. But yeah, it's just not what I own. And I'm too pig-headed. I should just get out of this card and just be done with it. If you like that card, make me an offer. Maybe I'll sell it. Oh, here's the other Valsartha I bought. Why? I have no idea. This is the very first card I bought in the that I sent to the PSA vault. This was a crazy auction. So I don't own any of these cards. I got into non-sports cards by collecting 77 Star Wars, which you have not heard me mention once during this entire video, which I apologize to the 77 Star Wars lovers. I just am on a different thing now. It's just too easy to find, and I question PSA's grading ability, so I'm not overpaying for PSA's grade on it, and that's why I'm kind of out of it right now. That may change, but I always wanted one of these. This is a Mexican Han Solo rookie card. Han Solo Aparita del Espacio. I always loved it because I like this one, and I also like the Argentinian one. These are super hard to find. I think there are only 8 of these ever graded. Can't find them. I paid $23.50 for this card in a 2, and I think I stole this card. I think it's worth 5 to 10 times that. They're just there are 3 cards per pack. You can't find them. It's in my vault. I want to get it here. But yeah, super happy to buy this card. This card's rarer than the PSA 10 I have of this card. And there are fewer of these graded. Doesn't mean I'm using a stupid stat, but yeah, it's a cool card. Happy at the time. I was like, what am I doing? I was bidding on a shit ton of these. I thought I was going to spend a bunch of money on Mexican cards. I got blown out of the water in the last second by snipes. I was like at $50 for a PSA 1 on something. And I was like, whoosh, $150. That's why this card, ignore the PSA 2 almost. Valsartha Chrome Black Auto, $10, $12. Didn't need it, but Can't really go wrong. I don't know what the hell I was doing here. Buying Skeen out of 25. Skeen rookie, like him. Cousin Richie from the Bear is going to be in whatever Fantastic Four. Cool with it. Whatever. Don't need it, but I have it now. Here's more Fennec Shand out of 99. I ended up buying the bronze. Here's a Boba, the titular character from Book of Boba Fett. I bought the SEC 9.5 out of 99 for $27.19. Happy to have that. We're almost done. Salinger out of 99 for $1. Hey, I'm just not gonna let that go by. Guardians of the Galaxy 10. Never seen another one of these. This is the retail 2014. I bought this for $14. Whatever. I like. Again, I don't. Goodbye. Oh, these were crazy. So, fuck you, Dan. This is so 2014 Guardians of the Galaxy had hobby and retail. In retail, they had character cards: Rocket, Drax, Groot, all the characters. And I found these. They're really hard to find. Like, I'd only ever seen them on ComC, and they want like $60 a piece for them. They're hard to find. They're high numbers. They're rare. And I asked one of my buddies about them, about them. And motherfucker bought them all. Just bought them all. Like, there were like 4 of each of these. And he bought them all. Because, like, I have another friend who wanted them. And wanted, like, one. And he couldn't just buy one of each. He bought them all. Asshole. So, but it's also the same guy, though, that didn't bid me up on the Scarlet Witch. So, all right. I mean, he's not all bad. But, like, I don't know. I try not to be. Maybe in truth, maybe I don't even know how rare they are. Could be that. Like, they could be so rare that maybe you like. I should have just bought them all. I bought one of the ones I liked. Like, I didn't even buy like Nebula, Gamora, or some of the other characters who I just don't care about. But whatever. They're really cool. Glad I have them. I wanted them for a long time. I have them. Eventually, I'll grade them. But whatever. Coming to the home stretch. Hey, look, it's a Cassian Andor Rogue One card for $6 out of 100. Guess what I did? I bought it. Same person, by the way. That Mylon 4. Some few people in here who. What the fuck? I'm confused. We're almost done, folks. I promise. Here's a different Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the number 1 card. I actually want this card serial numbered. This is like the non-year serial numbered hobby parallel bronze. I bought it because that's all I could get. I did not need these. I bought like I talked about at the very beginning of the show, how I don't feel like I need to collect every card of Cassian. This was like in my early and whatnot my plan was to build out something to do Rogue One mystery packs. So I was like, I need to get all these cool Rogue One cards. So this is 2018 finest Rogue One inserts. I bought Saw, I bought Cassian, I bought Bistan, Bodhi, Two Tubes, and Pow, and I spent $70 on cards I don't give a fuck about. Here is a Game of Thrones set that I bought that came complete with the sigils. I don't remember if I graded any of these or not, because my buddy gave me a couple Game of Thrones cards to grade. I graded 4 of them. I don't remember if I used all his or not. I don't remember. I got 3 10s and a 9. But yeah, I don't know. Game of Thrones Season 1 set, including the sigils. The sigils are worth more than this. The sigils themselves are anywhere between $10 $25 a piece. So you buy a whole set for like 60 $80. But whatever. I didn't need it, but I bought it. Okay, here's again, in this world of, I'm going to do Andor Rogue One thing. So Faye Marseille, who is Valsartha, who is, again, character like Deidre and Faye. I like I think people have overvalued Vix. And I bought this out of 10 PSA 10. So black out of 10 PSA 10 auto. I bought it for $91. I think the asking price was $180. Man, try to go buy like a 2024 Chrome out of 10 like this, and then try to get a PSA 10 on it. Like, it was a really good deal. It's like such a good deal. Sometimes you buy a card at a price where you're like, I'm never going to be able to get a card like this at this price again. So and that's her rookie auto. So like I'll probably just keep it because I don't know, but it may. If I do mystery packs, I'll end up in the mystery packs because people value it way more than I do. So Cyril Karn, gold. Hey, Mirandor, Bell, gold. Melshi, orange. I guess I bought a Melshi orange for $267 shipped all day. We are at September 1st, so we're coming to the end. I bought some more Captain America cards. I have 3 of these Valsarthas. Oh, what was I doing? I have 3 Valsartha golds. I spent like a combined $40 on them. Oh, what is wrong with me? Of 2024 Chrome, garbage. Still under 1/7 of a box or whatever the fuck they are these days. Jesus Christ. This is a Hawkeye card. Look, we'll go to the bottom of the page and we'll be done. Here's a Lord of the Rings set that they never sent me, and I bought a bunch of Batman Begins. I graded some of the stuff. Some of the stuff has actually gone to PSA and been graded. I graded a Cillian Murphy rookie, got a PSA 9 on it. I graded the Rick from this, maybe not. Walking Dead set. Love this set. Black Widow. Iron Man cards. I graded one of these. Got a PSA 8. The Zendaya rookie card for those of you. Her rookie card for those of you still tuned in. Good God, you fucking idiots! Why have you not bought these? Zendaya, biggest like female actress right now. She's a pop singer now. Like they're with Tom Holland. They're going to do another movie. They're going to do another Spider-Man movie. These are really hard to find. Like if you can buy one. I actually just saw I own 3 or 4 of these. They're numbered 49, 99, and 199. I don't own any of the 49s, but I own a couple 99s. I think 2 of each, 2 99s and 2 199s. Boy, I would be mad if somebody smashed by it now, and I'm asking like almost 10 times what I paid for this. Just stupidity. They are impossible to grade. Like, so that's the point. Is people get turned off like PSA 8. Ugh. It's like, yeah, whatever. Like, grade some fucking marble serial number foil cards and then come talk to me. I mean, the way PSA is grading them these days, you're not going to get anything. Here's those other cards that I bought from the guy who like never sent them to me. Orlando Calrissian. Hey, look, that's that image that I got the 101 for, but in the actual card. Looks like we're coming to the end of the show. Loki, look, I keep getting refunded. Here's the Vader card that I bought and then was refunded. So yeah, I wanted to see when I got refunded. And Mon Mothma, I also bought from him that I never got. Bart Simpson character card. Love this card. PSA 10, and I got a Homer. Christ, these you can find. You can't find Homer. I think I'm asking $600 for that. So Walter White, bought it, graded it, got a 9. That's gonna do it, man. It's like an hour and 48 minutes. I don't do these anymore. I do a lot of YouTube shorts. I'll try to mix it up. I have a lot of ideas for videos. Clearly, like, I'm polarized. I either do a 2-hour video or I do a 60-second video. So if you're wondering why the YouTube shorts are kind of like da 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 da, it's like they have to be 60 seconds. Like, you cannot go over 60 seconds. I would love for those to be 2 or 3 minutes, but you can't. And it's a completely different thing. I mean, you're still watching this and you are not subscribed to me. Why? Why? Like, subscribe, comment, tell me. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, if you watched all this time, comment, tell me what I bought that you liked. Tell me where I'm crazy, what I should have bought that I didn't buy. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. You will see more real videos out of me, like kind of the middle one. This one I wanted to get out of the way because I had been putting it off because of the idea of like multiple things. One, of doing the whatnot and the transparency kind of hurting me. And the other part of like getting aggravated when people are buying cards that I wanted, it could be entirely independent of this. It's just hard when you're like, hey, I love this card. And then one comes up for auction and somebody snaps it from underneath you. And everybody has every right to do that. And I would do the same thing. It's just like, I can be my own worst enemy, but it certainly served me at times. People get into some of the cards I talked about, and there've been quite a few cards over the years that I've seen go up. I don't want to say I have an influence on the market, but um, you know, a conversation starter. And I think a lot of non-sports is about starting conversations. Most people don't know these cards exist, or they don't know the story behind them, and that's a big part of what I just did here with the making moves. Is like I'm telling you what I bought and why. I am giving you a story on every single card. Like, was it a good buy? Why did I buy it? Why wouldn't I buy it again? And like, I think that that's there's a lot of education that has to go on here. I think people want to buy non-sports cards. It's apparent. The prices we've seen for Topps Chrome and for Marvel, Disney, and Star Wars, like people want these cards. They want something to collect, but they need like I'm not sitting saying I'm the one to educate them. Like I had to educate myself and learn from other people. Um, and what I know is that most people collect, they want a simple story. They want it to be like, hey, there's a Walter White. That's his rookie card. They didn't make a lot of them. There's also a Heisenberg one. Listen, I think that Albert, stop chewing your paw. Um, I think non-sports cards are like positioned to do well if there is a bounce in the card market. You see it all around. I do think that like anything else, you will probably do terrible if you're like I was just talking about being polarized with the show, right? Like either make these minute shorts or make this 2 hour thing. It's kind of how you should buy cards. Like I'd rather see you buy $4 serial number cards and $100 really rare shit than like just. I mean, I'm using examples. I don't know what it what you really like and what you should buy, but like I think you either want to speculate cheaply or you want to buy something that you are buying that there are no more of. Like that is my favorite thing to, I say, fuck you, find one, right? That is my mantra for buying stuff for the most part. Fuck you, find one. If the answer is I can, then I don't really want it these days, right? Like it's part of the reason why, I talked about 77 Star Wars. I'm not buying it. It's like, what have you seen in 77 Star Wars that you can't just kind of like just buy, right? Like it's just all grade sensitive and stuff. So like unless you're buying a PSA 10, something else is probably going to float by. I mean, like, and you've seen it in the price. Other than a Luke PSA 9, other than Luke, nothing has really held its value. The 77, I'll get into a Star Wars video, but yeah, I mean, like, fuck you, find one, right? Like, there are a lot of cards that I've shown you in here is that like you just can't buy. I'm not saying you're never going to be able to buy, but you can't just be like, you know what I really wanted? I want one of those Cassian Andor mission briefing out of hundreds. I'm just going to go click buy it now. Or I'm going to wait for an auction, which will be up this week. I've been looking for 2 years. I've never seen one. Those are the cards I want to buy. Now, again, what you want to buy, that's just like that's up to you. Like you have to like I'm not telling you to buy that card. I'm saying, but in whatever you like, there's probably a card like that. Buy that. Like I think that collecting is mostly a mental illness. It's a form of hoarding. It's a form of hunting on one level. It's another of hoarding, and also like I said, like I'm gonna buy these cards, and so nobody else can have them. And like I don't think we consciously think that way that often, as much as I talk about it. But I think we are like, you disrespect the cards I care about, so you can't have them. I actually did that to a friend the other night. I was like, hey, these cards are out there. There's a couple of Rogue One cards. I'm like, you like these cards. You should buy them. I said, if you don't buy them, I'm going to buy them soon. And I am never selling them to you, and I am never trading them to you because I told you you could buy them. And I bullied him into buying them. But also, it was like, I'm not doing it for that reason. I'm doing it because I was actually going to do that. I was like, okay, enough of this shit. I know these cards should not be sitting here, and people get complacent. They think there's this fallacy of like, if it's there, that means there's a bunch of them. And on certain cards, it's just not true, right? Like these cards here, these out of 50 finest cards, like they're all out there, right? And those are actually, again, 2024 Chrome. But at the end of the day, collecting is about how many people want it versus how many people are selling it. And there are people out there who talk about the term end user. There's no such fucking thing as an end user. It's called a collector, right? Like the person who just wants it in their collection, the person who is not going to sell it for a few extra drachmas. It's called a collector. Now, let me set that straight. It's called a collector. They're buyers, flippers. They're dealers, flippers, collectors. Yes, we are all an element of each for the most part. But when it comes to an individual card, you need collectors, right? If there are fewer collectors if there are more collectors than there are cards, the value will go up. It's supply and demand. We're just using different names. Albert, where are you going? Yeah, I know I'm putting a diatribe out here. I was looking for some cards. Like again, I look at these Nemec cards. That's not a card I'm talking about. Like when I say high or low, hey, Tyrion Lannister out of 100, out of 150. Like, hey, that's a speculation card where you're like, hey, am I going to get killed for $8? I mean, your version of that. Like that's where I'm at. Like, or you can just do what I did here, buy shitty hanger packs where you can't really hit anything. There's I mean, I'm just like, how many times am I going to tell you to buy this fucking card? You saw I bought 2 of them in here. I bought one for $7.42. I had somebody ask me, so this is a great thing. Somebody can't, like, I have a PSA 8 up for sale. I had it up for $80, right? And the guy goes, do you have any other pictures than the PSA scans? I'm like, no, I only use those because they're super high quality. I was like, but why would you want them? He's like, sometimes they're too good. So the fuck does that mean? They're too high quality? Like, what does that mean? Like, and you know what I did? I doubled the fucking price. There's something I could tell you about Marvel at this point. I know I'm yammering on, but like if this card and all the other Spider-Man cards have gotten so many views because people are typing in top Spider-Man. The only other thing that could be that way is Wolverine, because all the other Marvel stuff was Upper Deck. So there is no tops Iron Man. There is no tops Captain America. There is no tops Black Widow, other than the Chrome. So people are finding out about these cards because they're searching for the Topps Chrome Spider-Man. They're like, wait, that's his fucking rookie, and it's fucking this price, and I'm paying $14,000 for an out of 5. That's not a made-up number, by the way. That's a real number, $14,000 for a Spider-Man out of 5 Topps Chrome. That has no background to it. Just printed, and we call it $14,000. Out of your fucking mind. $14,000. Go buy every 2002 Spider-Man you can find. Buy every Tobey Maguire auto, and then you will be all right. But yeah, it's my diatribe. Like I think you can do all right out there. I don't know everything. I make plenty of mistakes, and a lot of the stuff that I'm speculating out here might be wrong. But like, I have an idea. I've thought this through. It doesn't mean you need to, right? Like, this is how I enjoy this. I like to think it through. I like to have a thesis, and I like to execute it. Do I get stupid and punch drunk in the middle of the night and buy random shit? Sure. Here's a Grogu. I don't even know what the fuck it is, right? You can go try buy a Kathleen Kennedy. It happens. But we try to do that as little as possible and try to stick to the better. Like, them is like just a page full of garbage. Like that. Try to stick to the things that we're like. And sometimes it takes some time to get there, right? Like, I've had people go to me, I told you to buy these, Mando and Grogu cards. And I'm like, all right, I wasn't listening. I mean, kind of and not really. Like, I've been after the Mando and Grogu rookies for 2 years. They never come up for sale, and I've bought every Grogu I've ever seen come up. But whatever. Yeah. Albert. Yeah, all right. 2 hours. Like, subscribe, comment, do all those things. I'll be back with more videos. PSA is a scam. Fanatics is going out of business. Fuck you. You can't find any of the cards that I buy. I'm not sports cards, and I am.